Goddess is the debut studio album by American recording artist Banks, released on September 5, 2014 by Harvest Records. It includes all 4 tracks from her second extended play London, as well as her 2013 single Warm Water. The deluxe edition includes 2 tracks from her debut extended play Fall Over. The album has spawned 4 singles: Brain, Goddess, Drowning, and Beggin for Thread. Background: in February 2014, Banks mentioned that her then untitled debut studio album was nearing completion. She commented that "I feel like I still have a few more things to let out so that I'll feel really comfortable and happy with my first album being released." In April, Banks announced that the record would be titled Goddess, and confirmed that it would be released on September 9, 2014 in the United States. Singles: Brain was released as the lead single from Goddess on January 29, 2014. Upon confirmation of the album, the title track was released as the album's second single on April 29, 2014. Drowning was released as the third single from the album on June 9, 2014. On July 22, 2014, Beggin for Thread was released as the fourth single from the album. Change and Alibi were released as promotional singles from the album in the United Kingdom on February 9, 2014 and September 8, 2014, respectively. Tour: before announcing Goddess, Banks toured with Canadian recording artist The Weeknd in 2013, for whom she was the opening act. In May 2014, it was announced that she would embark on her first headlining concert tour, which is currently scheduled to visit North America during May and June. A marked date as part of the Governor's Ball Music Festival. Critical reception: Goddess received generally positive reviews from music critics. At Metacritic, which assigns a weighted mean rating out of 100 to reviews from mainstream critics, the album received an average score of 74, based on 22 reviews, which indicates generally favorable reviews. Miles Raymer of Entertainment Weekly commended Banks for her sonic ambition and willingness to risk alienating a pop audience with Goddess Euro gloomy, tweaky beats. Tshepo Mokino of The Guardian noted that Banks lays her emotions bare, at times almost embarrassingly so, sounding raw and vengeful when she belts a Euro, and a bit like Fiona Apple in the shire of her upper vocal register, concluding that although the song Someone New and Under the Table sink into nondescript ballad territory, Goddess is otherwise an accomplished debut. Felicity Martin of Clash expressed that Banks' Aaliyah-like vocals pour from Goddess, while a gang of Bleeding Edge underground producers concoct soulful beats to cushion them, adding that her confessional appeal is not lost. As ballads such as Under the Table hark back to her humble piano and voice origins. Elle Hunt of DIY called the album a bewitching and surprisingly diverse debut, and stated that it looks like Gillian Banks more than lives up to the hype. Will Hermes of Rolling Stone found that the album confirms a beguiling, diaristic voice that echoes avant-pop forebears and a taste for gloomy, synth-centric productions. Slant magazine Sal Cinquemani viewed Banks' attempts at balladry as generally forgettable, but opined that she excels at fusing her pop sensibility with imposing synth pads and hip-hop beats. The Observer Euro's Kitty Empire described the album as slow-burning, fidgety, attractively troubled, and wrote that it offers up a more conventional take on minimal R&B than Banks's British counterpart, FKA Twigs. Despite praising songs such as Brain and Beggin for Thread, Randalee of the NME felt that the album is good, but not up to the standard its title suggests. In a mixed review, Pitchfork Media's Andrew Rice commented that there are moments where Banks sounds unpretentious and charming, while dismissing her aesthetic as all trendy misery assisted by equally fashionable producers, without any substance to hold it all up. He continued, Banks could certainly go places a Euro, but Goddess doesn't, and instead seems content to wallow in the same depressive rut for an exhausting 59 minutes. Commercial performance: Goddess debuted at number 12 on the Billboard 200, selling 25,000 copies in its first week. The album debuted at number 20 on the UK Albums Chart with first-week sales of 3,977 copies. Track listing: Notes: A signifies a co-producer, B signifies an additional producer, Personnel, credits adapted from the liner notes of the deluxe edition of Goddess. Charts, release history, references.